Hello students, today we are here with a next lecture of metals and non-metals. In our previous video, we had discussed about the chemical properties of metals. On the continuation of that lecture, we are again here going to discuss about the different chemical reactions of the metals and non-metals. First of all, we have to discuss about the reaction of metals with the other metallic salts. Now that is called as displacement reactions. It means firstly we are going to discuss about the reaction of metals with other metallic salts. Clear? And this type of reactions are called as displacement reactions. ठीक है, हमें पता है कि highly reactive metals ना, these reactions are called as displacement reactions. We know that the highly reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal from its salt solution. ठीक है, ये हमारे पास रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज है. कौन सी मेटल कितनी ज्यादा रिएक्टिव है ना. द पोटेशियम इज द हाईएस्ट रिएक्टिव मेटल. ठीक है, जो जनरली हम कॉमनली मेटल्स यूज करते हैं उसमें पोटेशियम इज द मोस्ट रिएक्टिव मेटल एंड दिस इज द रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज. द रिएक्टिविटी इज डिक्रीजेस now when we moving top to bottom in this series, then the reactivity of the metal is going to decrease. So here the displacement reaction in which highly reactive metal is going to displace the less reactive metal. Suppose zinc, and when zinc reacts with iron sulfate, then it displaces iron from its salt solution because zinc is more reactive than iron. That's why it displaces the iron from its solution and forms zinc sulfate plus iron. Here zinc is more reactive than iron. That's why it displaces the iron from the solution of iron sulfate. If we are writing this reaction like this, Fe plus ZnSO4, then what will happen? Then there is no reaction. Why? Because zinc is more reactive than iron and iron is less reactive than zinc. That's why iron cannot displace the zinc from its salt solution because iron is less reactive. And here if we are taking the example of zinc plus or iron plus copper sulfate. Now zinc plus iron sulfate has taken the example, and the next one is iron plus copper sulfate. Then what will happen? In this case, iron displaces the copper from its salt solution and forms FeSO4 plus Cu. Why? Because iron is more reactive than copper. So we can conclude the reaction, the highly reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal from its salt solution. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जो भी ज्यादा रिएक्टिव मेटल होगी वो मेटल लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल के सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन से उसको डिस्प्लेस कर देती है और खुद उसकी जगह पे आ जाती है. क्लियर? नाउ we can conclude zinc is more reactive than iron and iron is more reactive than copper. Clear? So this is the displacement reaction or the reaction of metal with other metallic salts. Now come to the next type of reaction, the most important reaction, that is reaction of metals with water or reaction of metal or non-metals with water. So here we are taking the example of reaction with water. Second type of reaction is reaction of metals with water. Then what will happen? What is the product formed when the metal is going to react with water? When the metal is going to react with water, metal plus water, then firstly the metal oxide and hydrogen will form, and immediately this metal oxide again react with water molecules and forms metal hydroxide and hydrogen. Clear? So this is the product. When the metal is going to react with water, then it forms firstly metal oxide. This metal oxide is only the intermediate compound, it is not the final compound. And again this metal oxide will react with water to form metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. ठीक है, क्या चीज बनने वाली है? जैसे ही मेटल वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करेगी, मेटल का ऑक्साइड बनेगा, ठीक है, और हाइड्रोजन गैस रिलीज होगी. क्लियर? और फिर ये मेटल ऑक्साइड फिर से किसके साथ रिएक्ट करेगा? वाटर के साथ, और देन मेटल हाइड्रोक्साइड फॉर्म करेगा. सो हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ द रिएक्शन. ना, एज वी नो दैट potassium and sodium are the highly reactive metals and they can react with cold water. ठीक है, here is potassium and sodium. Both of these can react with cold water and the reaction is highly vigorous reaction. Here what will happen in the reaction? When potassium is going to react with water, then it forms potassium hydroxide. So here it is potassium. When it reacts with water, then it forms potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is going to liberated. And this hydrogen gas is highly inflammable and it can cause the fire. क्लियर? जैसे ही ये रिएक्शन होगी कोल्ड वाटर में, नॉर्मल ही, कोल्ड वाटर की भी जरूरत नहीं है, नॉर्मली यदि हम एयर में इन मेटल्स को एक्सपोज कर देते हैं, दीज मेटल्स आर हाईली रिएक्टिव. ठीक है, दैट्स व्हाई दीज आर स्टोर्ड इन द केरोसिन ऑयल. तो सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम जो है हाईली रिएक्टिव मेटल है और ये हाईली रिएक्टिव मेटल्स वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करके जो हाइड्रोजन यहाँ पर रिलीज हो रही है, दिस हाइड्रोजन will catches the fire because it is highly inflammable. To balance the chemical reaction, we put 2 here and 2 here. It is the balanced chemical equation. Now the reaction of sodium with water. So here the reaction of sodium with water, it is the reaction. It forms sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, and again hydrogen gas is released. So sodium and potassium can only react with cold water and forms the hydroxides of sodium and potassium. This is the highly vigorous reaction and it will causes fire. Next metal in the reactivity series, that is called as calcium. This is also reactive metal but not as light as the sodium and potassium. कैल्शियम भी रिएक्टिव है लेकिन सोडियम और पोटेशियम जितना रिएक्टिव नहीं है, इसीलिए यहाँ पर जो हाइड्रोजन का अमाउंट बनता है, इट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट टू कैच द फायर. ठीक है, जैसे ही रिएक्शन होगी सोडियम कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड फॉर्म होगा बट द अमाउंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज नॉट सफिशिएंट टू कैचेस द फायर. हाउ द रिएक्शन इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस? Here the reaction is calcium plus water. Twice H2 is there and it forms calcium hydroxide. That is CaOH twice and hydrogen gas is liberated and the amount of hydrogen is not sufficient to catch the fire. That's why here the fire is not produced. ठीक है, simply ये cold water के साथ react कर लेगा. Next one is magnesium. Magnesium does not react with कोल्ड वाटर ना, मैग्नीशियम कोल्ड वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट नहीं करता और मैग्नीशियम हॉट वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट कर सकता है, ठीक है। तो कोल्ड वाटर के साथ मैग्नीशियम रिएक्ट नहीं करेगा, इट कैन रिएक्ट विद hot water and again the amount of hydrogen is not sufficient to catches the fire. So magnesium can react with hot water, not cold water. Now so it is reacting with hot water. Now aluminium, zinc and iron, these are the three metals which does not react with cold as well as hot water, but these metals can react with steam. Here the metals can react with steam. So aluminium, zinc and iron does not react with hot as well as cold water, but they can react with steam, and only the oxides of these metals can form. These reactions cannot form the hydroxides of these metals. So here only the oxides will form. So the reaction is aluminium, when it reacts with water, then it forms the oxide of aluminium, that is Al2O3, and oxygen gas is liberated. Al2O3, it is aluminium oxide and hydrogen gas is liberated. Again iron also can react with steam, and this iron will forms iron oxide. Clear? So here iron is this is iron. When it reacts with water, then it forms Fe2O3 plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Fe2O3, one more oxide is there, that is Fe3O4. Here Fe3O4 is going to form. And this is the oxide of iron, and to balance the chemical reaction we put 3 here and 4 here. Now the reaction is going to be balanced. One more thing, 3 hydrogen here and 4 hydrogen here. Now after that the reaction is going to be balanced. 2 aluminium, 2 4, 2 2s are 4 hydrogen. Here the 6 hydrogen is there. So we have to balance the hydrogens. Here 2 is coming. So 4 hydrogen is there, and oxygen, 2 oxygen, and here is 3 oxygen. Clear? So what will happen? Here we are going to, one more thing. Here we are going to balance the hydrogens. Here we put 3 hydrogen and here also 3, and in this case the oxygen also has to be completed. So 2 aluminium, 6 hydrogen, 3 oxygen, 3 oxygen. The reaction gets completed. Next, in this reaction 3 iron, 8 hydrogen and 4 oxygen. The reaction has balanced. Clear? So this is the reaction which will takes place in the presence of steam. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास एल्यूमिनियम, जिंक एंड आयरन ऐसी मेटल्स है जो कोल्ड और हॉट दोनों ही वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट नहीं करती है, और किसके साथ रिएक्ट करती है? स्टीम के साथ रिएक्ट करती है। ये सिर्फ ऑक्साइड्स फॉर्म करती है, हाइड्रोक्साइड्स फॉर्म नहीं करती है। And lead, copper, silver and gold, these are the least reactive metal. They does not react with water, hot water, cold water or even with the steam. So they cannot react with the water and steam. Now one important question is there. Now the question, exam में question आपसे पूछते हैं, hot water vessels are made up of which metal? What is hot water vessels? ठीक है, hot water vessels को हम कौन सी मेटल से बनाते हैं? hot water vessels को यदि हम स्टील से बनाएं ना, suppose we are making these vessels with steel, तो steel is the product of iron. ठीक है, स्टील किससे बनेगा? आयरन से बनेगा. And we know that iron is the reactive metal. it can react with steam. हॉट वाटर वेसल बना रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियस है वहां पे स्टीम तो लगातार जनरेट होती रहेगी, ठीक है, तो स्टीम वहां पे जनरेट होती रहेगी एंड आयरन कैन रिएक्ट विद स्टीम. सो दिस आयरन कैन रिएक्ट विद स्टीम एंड फॉर्म द ऑक्साइड ऑफ आयरन. क्लियर? सो हियर द हॉट वाटर वेसल्स are made up of copper because this is the least reactive metal and it cannot react with the steam and hot and cold water. So this cannot react with the steam. That's why the hot water vessels are generally made up of copper. ना silver और gold के तो हम नहीं बना सकते ना because these are the costly metals. And here the copper is the metal which is used to make the hot water vessels because it is less reactive and it cannot react even with the steam. ठीक है, तो ये क्वेश्चन हमें अच्छे से ध्यान में रखना है. Why which metal is used to form the or to manufacture the hot water vessels. Clear? So this is all about the reaction of metal with water. Nextly, the reaction of metal with oxygen. The third one is there, reaction of metal or non-metal with oxygen. So here is the third property, reaction of metal with water. Now what will happen? Metals can react with water, not water, with oxygen. Metals can react with oxygen and form metallic oxides. Clear? So here metals are going to react with oxygen and form metal oxides. And we know that the metal oxides are basic in nature. Clear? The metal oxides are basic in nature. Now the reaction. Now suppose copper. So here the copper is the metal. When it reacts with oxygen, then it forms copper oxide. Clear? This copper oxide is basic in nature. Now the next metal, that is aluminium, when it reacts with oxygen, then it forms aluminium oxide, that is Al2O3. This is the oxide of aluminium. Clear? To balance the chemical reaction, one copper, 2 oxygen. So put 2 here and 2 here. The reaction gets balanced. To balance this chemical reaction, 1 aluminium, 2 aluminium, put 2 here, 2 aluminium. Oxygen, 3 oxygen, 2 oxygen. If we are going to put 2 here, no, 3 here. If we are going to put 3 here, then the oxygen will become 6 and 2 here, oxygen will become 6 and here we are going to write 4. Clear? So this is the balanced chemical equation for the reaction. है ना, कोशिश हमें यही करना है केमिस्ट्री में कि हम केमिकल रिएक्शंस को बैलेंस करके ही लिखें. ठीक है, दिस इज द राइट वे. और फिजिकल स्टेट भी हम चाहे तो इनके ब्रैकेट्स में इनकी फिजिकल स्टेट्स भी लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये हो गई हमारे पास रिएक्शन किसकी, रिएक्शन ऑफ मेटल विद ऑक्सीजन. ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्शन हमारे पास हो रही है मेटल की और क्या फॉर्म हो रहा है, मेटल का ऑक्साइड फॉर्म हो रहा है. इफ द नॉन मेटल इज गोइंग टू रिएक्ट विद ऑक्सीजन, देन व्हाट विल फॉर्म non-metals. Here the example of non-metals. Non-metals like carbon. When carbon is going to react with oxygen, then it forms carbon dioxide. Sulfur is going to react with oxygen, then it forms sulfur dioxide. Both of these oxides are acidic in nature. Now we know that the non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature and metallic oxides are basic in nature. And here, when hydrogen is going to react with oxygen, then it forms water and this is the neutral oxide. It means the oxides of metals are basic in nature, but the oxides of non-metals may be acidic or neutral in nature. One more thing, what do you mean by amphoteric oxides? Okay, what are the meaning of amphoteric oxides? Metal like aluminium, it forms aluminium oxide. This aluminium oxide is amphoteric oxide. It means it can behave as acid or as base. In front of a strong acid, this aluminium oxide behaves as, in front of strong acid, it behaves as basic base, and in front of a strong base, it behaves as acid. So here, in front of a strong acid, suppose this is aluminium oxide, Al2O3. This is aluminium oxide and it will react with strong acid like HCl. Clear? This is the strong acid or the concentrated acid. In front of a strong acid, this will behave like a base, and the reaction of a base and an acid is called as neutralization reaction. So here the neutralization reaction is going to take place, and what will form? The formation of salt and water is going to take place. So what is the salt formed here? That is AlCl3. This is the aluminium chloride, and water is going to released. 3 molecules of water, 2 molecules of AlCl3, here 6 molecules of HCl. Clear? To check the chemical equation whether it is balanced or not, 2 aluminium, oxygen is 3, 6 hydrogen, and chlorine 6 chlorine. Here the reaction is balanced, and this is aluminium chloride. What is this? This is aluminium chloride. The salt which is formed is neutral in nature. ठीक है, क्योंकि बेस और स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड जो हमारे पास रिएक्ट करेगा, जब एसिड एंड बेस रिएक्ट करेंगे तो यहाँ पे जो बेस है दैट बेस इज वीक. ठीक है, वीक बेस है, तो जो न्यूट्रल जो सॉल्ट बनेगा दैट इज एसिडिक इन नेचर, नॉट न्यूट्रल. ठीक है, क्योंकि बेस जो है वो क्या है? वीक है. नाउ इन फ्रंट ऑफ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस व्हाट विल हैपन? ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड के सामने इसने किसकी तरह बिहेव किया है? बेस की तरह. If we are talking about a strong base, and the well known strong base is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. When this aluminium oxide present in front of a strong base, ठीक है, twice NaOH is there and it is a strong base, and in front of a strong base it will behave as an acid. Again the reaction, neutralization reaction is there because acid and base reacts together to form salt and water. Here the salt which is formed is basic in nature, and what is the salt here? That is NaAlO2 twice plus H2O is there. So this is the salt, and this salt is called as sodium aluminate. This is sodium aluminate, and the salt is basic in nature. Why this salt is basic in nature? Because base is strong. When the strong base is there and acid is weak, the salt form is basic salt, and when the acid is strong and base is weak, then in that case acidic salt will form. Clear? So this is about the reaction of metals and non-metals with oxygen. We had discussed the displacement reactions, the reaction of metals with water, and the reaction of metals with oxygen. Now some reactions are still there, that is reaction of metals with dilute acids and reaction of metals with non-metals. About these reactions we will discuss in our next lecture. Clear? Thank you very much.